right, and they can go so quickly like that, they run across the surface of the water. So they're sometimes called genesis lizards of that size, so they're pretty versatile in water. They can swim through it, hold their breath for half an hour, or occasionally even run across the top. We don't see them do that very often, but it is quite impressive when we do get to see it.
蚂蚁喝这个水是我的口水。
Another nice hillcorn up above us here. If you look at the tips of the leaves, and that one you see is a brown stain or a pale green colour under the tips of the leaves, and that's the tiny spores or seeds that come out at certain times of the year. Those spores fly around the breeze just like dust, and that's how the hillcorn and a lot of the other birds get way up high in the trees. Those spores just get carried there by the wind. So Australia has less than 0.3 of 1% of the world's rainforest, so we do have some of the longest continuously surviving rainforests on the planet. So you'll find more diversity in the forests around here and north of here in the Daintree River area than you will even in the entire Amazon. And that diversity is probably one of the main reasons why this whole tropics area that we're in has been listed as a World Heritage Area. Okay, so I showed you a couple of plants that you shouldn't reach out and grab, but just beside us here is one of the nastiest plants in the world. That small tree there with the heart-shaped leaves, under the leaves you can see those green flowers. They'll turn into pink flowers and then they'll turn into purple berries. But you don't have to eat the berries or eat the leaves of that plant for it to hurt you. If you're just walking through the forest and you touch those leaves there with your bare arm or leg, you'll get a very painful burning sting, similar to a jellyfish sting. And if you're lucky, the pain might stop after 1 or 2 days, but then after that, any time we get that same area cold or wet, the pain will come back again. And it can keep coming back for 6 months or more. It's called a stinging tree, or dippy hippy. And on those leaves are tiny little glass-like hairs. Those hairs break off inside your skin and work their way in. And inside the hairs are poisons and neurotoxins. And any temperature change, such as just walking into an air-conditioned room or having a bath or a shower, that's enough to stimulate the neurotoxins, and that will cause you a bit more pain and discomfort. Stinging trees are fairly common, especially around walking tracks, but they're also quite easy to identify and avoid. So if you do enjoy bushwalking, just be aware that they're out there, keep your eyes open, and you shouldn't have any problems. So they say that the neurotoxins of the stinging tree are some of the most painful of any in the world. How they work that out, I don't know. I'd hate to be in that research project. But I have been stung 3 times. I'm not too smart, apparently. I was very lucky in my case. It was only minor stings, but it was still like a constant, painful, burning itch for about 2 months. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. No cure. If you know you've been stung, you can use hair removal wax or tape. Put that on and peel it off, and you'll often get most of the hairs out. The Aboriginal people use that vine over there, the ones with the skinny leaves and the curly bit on the tip of the leaf. They used to use the sap from that, like a hair removal wax, and they'd use that. But usually you don't know you've been stung until a few minutes later and it gets a bit itchy or painful, and most people rub it or scratch it, and that breaks all the hairs off. So you can neutralise the neurotoxins after that, but you have to use sulfuric acid, so not much of a choice. Yeah.
So it only hurts humans, or it hurts animals as well?
It hurts animals as well. We do have free trials today. Interested? No. There are quite a few. There are quite a few native Australian animals that are immune to the sting from the stinging tree, and there are some that can actually eat the leaves. The red-legged paddymellons, they're a small wallaby. They can eat the leaves quite happily, and also green possums. But any animals that have been introduced to Australia, like cats, dogs, horses, people, a really bad sting can drive them insane. And so that's a really good plant to stay away from. Someone there. So you all know what the plant is here with the big leaves? That's a banana. Yeah, it's a Papua New Guinea cooking banana. You get big red bananas, but they're not very nice to eat. You can cook and eat the bananas. You can also cook and eat the flowers that come out of the bottom of the bunch. But people from Papua New Guinea, where these come from, tell me there's about 30 different varieties from there that they special cooking banana or daka. Anyone know what this plant is here? This is where I find out if you were paying attention on the tour. Do you remember what rainforest station was originally used for? Coffee, yeah, it's a coffee tree. it'll get covered in hundreds of coffee cherries. The coffee cherries should be picked when they're a bright red colour. Those coffee cherries have a soft pulpy skin, so to give it a squeeze, you get 2 coffee beans pop out of each one. The coffee beans have a second skin on them that's thin but very tough. So after they pick, they get soaked for a couple of days. It softens up the second skin, so it comes off easily. Then they're dried out for a few weeks, and then after that, whenever you're ready, you can roast it and grind it up to coffee. Those ones down there are Arabica. I think we have some cappuccino. So coffee's not native to Australia. It has been introduced, and it is quite invasive in the rainforest where the tree hosts like coffee and actually chop it out. We're only going to drive about half an hour west of here to Mariba, and the Mariba area is much drier winter climate than what we get here in the rainforest, and so there are coffee plantations out Mariba way. They'll just irrigate those coffee plants during the dry winter months, and that way if any coffee does escape from the plantation, it'll just die off if it's not being irrigated. So that's much better than what we grow here in the bit more loyal or whether I line on the road, look at the main stem of those lines, you'll see different spike patterns on the main stem. Different spike patterns on the way as we can tell the different species of plants. There are about 6 different species in this area. Up here on the right there's some more bananas. Those ones are Cavendish bananas. They're the ones that you get in the supermarket. And on the left here are these ones up here. These bananas are lady pink sugar bananas. They're quite a small banana, but they are very sweet and tasty. Much nicer than the ones down the bottom than the ones there. And that's full of coffee in there as well. Supposed to look like. These trees in front of us here are jackfruit trees, called Mololmi. They get the largest tree-borne fruit in the world. They can get over 40 kgs or more. Sit down for me next month. They can get over 40 kgs or more. Okay guys, that's about it for the tour. Thanks very much for coming along with me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Rainforest Station. So there are a few things very quickly before you go. Please remember that when you do stand up, there are hard steel bars above your head. Don't go back near those bars, because believe me, it does hurt. Watch the gap there as you step off to the platform. And don't forget your photos to get your ready for that look. One more thing guys, because we are coming back after our COVID closure. If you'd like to leave us a review, that would be very helpful. If you have enjoyed the tour, my name is Chris, and if you didn't, my name's Kevin. Thanks guys, have a great day.
开文你都不扶着照顾小弟，拿包开文。Thank you.
Thanks guys, thank you.
Hello. 哎，这边走，开文。嘿，推，全程就认识这一个字儿，推。推。中国字儿，推。啊。
咱们下一个行程是啥地儿啊？
还要12点看他们组织表演吧，是。